Welcome to the watching show. Apparently, sweeping now. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I already forgot. It's been a whole day, and that's enough time for me to forget. But anyway, she spakes.
Oh, Samuel, I thought everyone was asleep.
No, what are you doing?
Cleaning up after the ball. Didn't you come?
Why don't you not? Just.
And where have you been?
Probably
I'm sorry, I'm looking for
cheat codes. Don't worry about that. We'll finish this one and we'll probably cheat. I had the slightest the intention of telling Slavia how I embarrassed myself on stage. Oh, yeah. With the guitar in front of Alyssa while the whole camp was having fun at the square. I took a walk. I like lying.
Okay, but you should have come. It was fun.
Glad you enjoyed yourself. I've been sweating like a pig today because of worries or just the hot night.
Okay, we got to stop the sweeping sound. I
can't believe it's still going on. Hey, you know where I can have a bath?
Certainly. Go straight, then a bit to the left by the bath, then the right, then a bit to the bathhouse.
That was a weird question, a weird answer.
Should I accompany you?
I'll need help taking a bath. I mean, no, I don't. I totally didn't want to burden her more. Peace to my ears.
This is going to be a new area, I bet. Because I've never seen the bath.
It's the freaking place where he rubbed the sandwiches in the fountain. It's the same place, I think.
It is?
I think. I walked along the forest path in the direction Slavia showed. My whole body was itching. How didn't I notice it before? And more importantly, what else hadn't I noticed? If things keep going like this, then I'll have to stay in this world forever. I shivered at the thought, probably at the idea that I didn't feel any terror or even just fear. Just like it's all the natural flow of things. No, this is new. I could see a bathhouse behind the trees. And why do the pioneers have baths here? Olga Dmitrievna had said something about repairs to the showers, though. No reason to worry about it now, saying it out loud when somebody wants to watch you take a bath. There were soap and clean towels, so I could quickly wash myself, went outside and breathed in a chest full of fresh night air. It's so wonderful that physical cleanliness brings spiritual cleanliness. All of my problems, if not went away, then at least became less important. It's like the water washed away not only dirt from my body, but also the anxiety from my mind. I suddenly started yawning, so I headed to the leader's cabin, rubbing my eyes. I didn't take even a few steps before Alyssa jumped out from the bushes.
She was new. Hey, what are you doing here?
I was just washing myself. She came to her senses and spoke.
This is a new area. And
what?
How should I know?
Then why do you speak if you don't know? All my peace of mind vanished in a moment. Only the irritation and the weariness remained. We're not going to save. Okay, well, if you don't mind.
Wait.
Now what?
If back there on stage you thought that, well, I didn't want to offend you or anything.
It's okay. I'm not offended. I just can't play guitar. Nothing special. A lot of people can't. I felt that there were obvious signs of irritation in my voice, but I couldn't do anything about it. I wanted to say everything to her face right here, right now.
Exactly, you can't.
Alyssa obviously restrained herself from laughing. Oh, I've already had enough of you. She totally drove me out of my wits at that moment. In another second, I want to start to yell at her or worse.
Wait.
What? Would you just leave me alone? Alyssa followed me, but didn't try to stop me. I sense a climax.
Of what?
Tension.
I really didn't want to offend.
Well, some invisible power made me turn around.
Oh, she's all sad.
No, she's not. Okay, can I go now?
Yes, of course.
In the moonlight, Alyssa looked very beautiful, with a brief guilty expression on her face. If she could only keep her mouth shut.
What are you smirking at?
Although, nothing. I just thought if you'd keep your mouth shut.
Then what?
I shouldn't say such things. People could get ideas depending on their intellectual abilities. Then nothing.
You should finish what you started.
There's nothing to finish. I'm very tired. I'm going to sleep.
Stop right there.
Don't make me run away from... Don't make me run.
As if you could.
She may be right. I'm already exhausted from this day, and naturally, I had no intention of running after a bath. Naturally, you don't do those in that order.
Why is she just following you and going, so what?
She wants me to not leave, and she's...
So what?
What? This dialogue is amazing.
If only I'd be more polite than what?
Try it, and you will see.
Why should I do anything for a fool like you?
Then don't try. What does it have to do with me? I sighed and dragged myself to the square.
And what about you then?
What? I replied without turning to her.
Well, if I would, then you?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but let's think that I would if it is easier for you.
Moron.
Alyssa yelled at me and headed to the bathhouse. Good stuff. The square shine with the cleanliness of a German road, which we were washed with shampoo, or so people said. That's Slavia for you, and I just argued with Alyssa and nothing else. What for? As if it was really necessary. And her behavior. In any other situation, I would have surely said that Alyssa likes me and just hides it behind her rudeness. That's not important right now, though. Relationships, love, anything. Maybe she isn't even a human. And what if she was a human and all this was happening in the real world? I drove those thoughts away and headed to the leader's cabin. Tiredness had overwhelmed me. I guess I was wrong. I guess it's postponing whatever the resolution is to that till not right now. It was like an invisible obstacle stopped in front of the door.
Bang.
Olga Dmitrievna certainly would like to know where I was and why I missed the dance. I'll get a full interrogation for sure. Counting the absence of Alyssa at the dance too, it would be hard to guess that we'd skipped it together. On the other hand, should I even tell her that instead of going to the dance, Alyssa practiced playing the guitar and just went along with the flow? Nothing special.
You know what's funny? I don't think we've went to the dance once.
I don't
We've
know if
avoided it every time.
Is it an option?
I think so.
Should be an option, but
Yeah, I don't think we've gone once.
That's true. So at the same time, I thought that I could keep it better keep silent. Well, I'll decide it on the spot. I sighed and pulled the door handle, and oh my god! Olga Dmitrievna was already waiting for me wearing a dress. It's her waiting dress.
So, Simeon, do you see that I'm wearing a dress?
Nothing matters.
This is another choice.
I'm just gonna. I don't care, honestly. We're gonna cheat after this and follow a cheat code tree to tell us what to do. But right now, it's in the air.
Why not?
So, what would you actually do? I would probably bullshit.
I just tell her you're with Alyssa. We might be able to, if we succeed, we might be able to get the Alyssa good ending. So
Whatever.
let's just try to get the Alyssa good ending, so we don't have to
click
cheat
this
to
one
get
then,
that one.
because I don't care. Doesn't matter. Oh, there you go. To tell you, I was at the stage with Alyssa.
And what did you do there?
Played the guitar.
Okay, that's not important. Why didn't you come to the ball?
It is important to me. Well, frankly speaking, I don't like dancing.
So what? That was a camp public event. That means every pioneer had to attend.
She looked at me intently.
You could just sit somewhere quietly.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
The leader softened.
go to bed quickly.
The storm had passed.
I went to bed
What
quickly.
storm? Oh, she's the storm. Duh. I tossed and turned but couldn't
This
sleep.
is new, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. My head was full of thoughts about music, guitars, and Alyssa. I wonder, could I become a professional musician? Totally. And do I even want to be one? Why should I want to? It certainly would be pretty fun, but nothing else. Or
I
is
reached
Alyssa
into
the
my
reason?
back pocket to feel something firm. I reach into it and grab to see Alyssa had put her boomerang in my pocket.
Oh, Alyssa.
Oh,
Always
Alyssa.
doing that.
I will cuddle this boomerang tonight in the
Nah.
thoughts of her.
She really is like an energy vampire sucking all your juices. Yeah.
Nice.
My eyes started to close and I fell asleep the moment after. And okay.
Nice.
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 Nice. This I think
See
is
if we can
normal.
fast forward
Yeah,
it.
I think it's normal. Oh, it slowed down. I looked at Alyssa attentively and suddenly remembered yesterday evening. Her strange behavior, our quarrel, but now she looked like usual. Maybe there's no need to say anything to her, though I wasn't going to. At the end of the day, everything that happened that night stopped seeming unusual, as if it was all just a dream.
No way.
I think she's right.
Nobody believes me.
Uliana took her tray of dirty dishes and stood up.
Enjoy your meal.
She said in such a way which left no doubt nothing good awaits me today at the beach. There's more beach? Me and Alyssa were left alone, surrounded by hundreds of people. You know, I guess I shouldn't go with you after all.
Why is that?
Well, I got something to do.
And what exactly would that be?
She looked in my eyes and couldn't even find an appropriate excuse. I don't have a swimsuit. Oh, it's this again?
Try mine.
Yeah, this, I remember this. Click.
Oh my god.
Oh, we fast forwarded to this before, didn't we?
I don't know.
I'm gonna just ditch them and go to sleep.
No, that's what you did last time.
Is it?
Yes, go to the forest.
Okay.
That's literally exactly what you did.
It's in my nature. We're
feel
looking
like-
for Shurik. Oh.
Yeah, we didn't check the forest last time. We went to the house, and that's where Slavia was.
Okay, I didn't know that we were looking for Shurik, but all right. This is just him describing the place again.
Why don't you fast forward then?
I don't know if it'll let me, but I'll try.
Well, if it won't let you,
Yeah,
then
it did. All right.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
I don't think it matters. What do you want to do? There's 3.
Go to all 3 of the places and then go home. Go home last. You can just fast forward through everything because we've already done all this.
Don't. This doesn't. That's my choice. I don't think it matters anyway.
Okay.
There. Suck one. That's right. I closed the door in her face. That's what happened. Okay.
So sad. So freaking sad.
Next time. Yesterday I promised to help her in the infirmary. My cheeks became scarlet. Shortly? And I turned away pretending I'm busy. Oh, I see. The nurse isn't here. Then I'll come back later. I'm substituting for her. I remember that. Don't know why it wouldn't let me fast forward that. I remember this. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Right?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to look it up.
Now, I remember that. Yeah, but we'll look it up and cheat from the beginning. But at this point, since we're just guessing, essentially, I don't think it really matters since we're going to... That's how I see it.
Man.
That's the one I said the first time. I did both of these, but she seemed embarrassed. But we're pursuing, so...
We're pursuing her? I thought we were doing Alyssa.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, give her the carbon. Yeah.
And this blows up. I don't know what the balls this does. I kind of feel like saying, no, you choose this one.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't care because this playthrough
Okay.
doesn't matter because
Yeah,
I know
it
that
doesn't.
already. You're not gonna. We just got to get through it so we can play through and pick stuff. Just go with Alyssa. We'll see if it works.
I don't see her on Scream.
And Vadish
She
goes with
actually
you.
said that she's gonna go with me this time because last time she's like, go alone. It was all good to meet you. I had read my mind. Okay, interesting. This is all new.
Why is that? Well, who tried to blow up the monument? And as if that wasn't enough, also who tried to slander Semyon?
That's right. She did do that, bitch. She said it in such a voice that Alyssa did not dare to argue. Ha.
Happy now?
Kinda. She blurted out once we were left alone. What do I have to do with this besides that it was my decision? Was it me who tried to blow up the monument? Alyssa grunted and turned
It's
away.
your fault for giving me what I wanted to blow up the monument. I'm not going anywhere with you.
Oh, please.
Great
don't.
then.
Excellent. We stood
Fine.
silently for a while, not looking at each other. I dared break this silence first. Is that all?
Oh, what?
All that you wanted to tell me?
Yes, that's all.
Do you mind if I then inquire as to why you tried to blow up the monument?
I was bored.
Oh, right. Rolling it up would have definitely cheered you up. Alyssa seemed really reluctant to go with me. As for me, however, I have decided to find Shurik after all. It wasn't him who interested me the most, but the abandoned camp. For some reason, I had a feeling that I might find out something there, and I really did not like the idea of going alone at night. Bitch. So you scared then?
Are you daring me?
She gave me a sarcastic smile. Oh no, I never. Good luck if you're staying then. I turned around and started walking the direction where the old camp should have been. Alyssa caught up with me at the forest edge.
Ow!
She's like a boomerang.
Yeah. Wait up! I'm going with you.
Why did you dying to change your mind all of a sudden? I asked ironically.
You don't need to know.
She snarled and handed me a flashlight. That was quite wise. I don't know what I would have done there alone in the dark if it wasn't for Alyssa.
Probably find Shurik like I have every other time.
Yeah. The electronic had told us the old building was built right after the war. It looked like a kindergarten or like this. Is this familiar? I think so. It's describing it again. Been it for 20 years. But this time she's with me and last time I've been alone. So this sounds like Halo. I'm going to click this. Nope. However, as the darkness till the trees seemed to grow up, the bushes suddenly took up all the free space and the path so wide in daylight turned into barely visible waves in the dark green forest ocean. The final strokes of this picture were the birds, the insects, and the beasts were giving a concert, each with its own instrument, creating together an amazing and frightening nocturnal symphony. We walked slowly, Alyssa a bit ahead of me in her wake, trying not to fall too far behind. She acted self-assured to a fault. Absolutely not like me. Every rustle of every bush is nearby or hoot of an owl overhead, there we go, made me cringe and look around timidly. Of course, it was obvious that there were not much for me to not to fear here. The local woods weren't likely to be teemed with the wild beasts, and it seemed there were no people at all in this world apart from those in the camp. However, the fear was there on the instinctive level, and I tried to walk carefully and to stay as watchful as I could. Discretion is the better part of valor, after all. Alyssa stopped suddenly, so suddenly that I nearly bumped into her ass.
Now where?
What? Well, straight ahead, I guess.
Are you sure?
I tried to figure out the directions. It looks like we were going the right way, or at least the way suggested by electronic. However, without the map, without the GPS or GLONASS navigation, what is GLONASS? I wasn't even sure that we were still on the same planet, wherever it was. We haven't taken any turns. We've been walking straight forward all the time, just as electronic said.
Then why haven't we made it out of the old camp yet?
How should I know? Alyssa's rude way of talking was already getting on my nerves.
I hate you.
Why would you say that? How could you say that? We're barely a kilometer from the camp.
So what? She says that more often. That's her version of Lena's version of yeah, okay.
And Slavia's version of no. That's
exactly.
her passing
Hers
line,
is,
filler line.
So what?
So yeah. Gosh. She looked visibly sadder. So nothing. If you don't like it, you can go back. Alyssa eyed me disappointedly for a while, and then her face changed sharply.
Well, I will then.
She suddenly turned around and started flying like a boomerang back to the camp. Good luck there! I shouted as she was going. However, Alyssa may be right, and we are in fact lost, in which case it's not a good idea to stay here alone. The cool breeze blew stronger and I shivered, but going after her would mean losing face. Even worse, admitting she's right. No, I am not ready to accept that. I could have probably spent until morning arguing with myself about this if it weren't for Alyssa's scream. My legs carried me on their own toward where she went. Oh, my ass! About 20 meters, I fell into a hole, just managing to jump over it at the last moment. Ooh. As for Alyssa, it looked like she had not managed to. It was about to point. I was about to point a flashlight into the darkness when I realized that she'd taken it with her. Okay. Well, that had to be expected. Are you alive?
Dead.
Dead. Her muffled voice sounded up from below. Did you break anything?
Hell if I know, idiot.
A light flickered in the hole. I stepped closer and bent to it to examine how deep it was.
That's my nipple piercing.
It's reflective. The crumbling hole went about 3 meters into the depths, but it was pitch.
I'm using it to signal for help. Help me get out.
Pitch black. Okay, I read it wrong. That's okay. Oh, help me get out is what she said. Sorry. Alyssa yelled angrily. And how do you imagine I should do that?
I don't know. Think of something.
Well, what do you see now? Describe it.
A hole.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Come on, get down here.
That's what you said. Is that the best idea you have? I'd rather run for camp for a rope.
You're gonna leave me alone here?
The thought crossed my mind. But you're down there alone anyway.
Hey!
She cried out and directed the flashlight right into my eyes. Well, don't panic. Trolls aren't going to eat you there. I'll be back in a flash. Alyssa was screaming herself into a fit.
As she was being eaten by trolls. Yeah.
Uh-oh. The black bars in the top and bottom of the screen pushed the picture in the background up and down. However, I only managed to take a few steps. Yeah, it fell down. Okay, he fell. That's that picture of like you on Slavia holding her wrist, but it's Lennon now.
Yeah, same exact thing.
Same. But it snapped onto my waist and flying down with me.
It's gonna be.
No.
You're alive?
It can't be. Yeah, good. Yeah, I barely opened one eye as I felt a searing spotlight on me. It's all new. Well, arg, put it away. Alyssa was squatting next to me and looked at me in a nervous manner.
Any limbs broken?
How should I know, idiot? Say the same lines back at her. I moved my hands and feet. Everything seemed to be fine. Given the height, I was pretty lucky to make it down alive. I barely managed to stand up and examine the crash site. Indeed, we were in some kind of long corridor. There was some kind of heavy wiring all around the walls and lamps encased in heavy metal holders attached to the ceiling. In any other situation, I would have guessed that it was a subway service tunnel, but it was hardly likely that Slavia had already reached such a level of infrastructure.
Where are we?
I don't know, but we had to get out of here. Climbing the crumbled wall was hardly an option. In fact, I was wondering how we survived a fall from such a height. Well, it seems that we've got to find an exit somewhere else.
How do we do that?
Alyssa asked, slowly turning pale. Not a single trace of her usual arrogance remained on her face. Well, I guess there's got to be an exit here, right?
Probably, but which way do we go?
That's a good question. At first glance, it seemed like a good idea to head towards the camp, at least in the direction I thought it was, but I hadn't seen anything there that resembled an exit from the catacombs. And that means that we should rather try the opposite direction. Give me that! I snatched the flashlight from Elisa's hands and pointed its light into the darkness. That way! It is decided. Huh, new
There's
picture.
another picture.
Yay.
Oh, it's the same one of
it's
you
the
as
same
earlier,
one, but it's just not by myself.
yeah, with her.
Huh.
Cool.
We were slowly proceeding forward with Alyssa keeping a firm grip on my hand. In other circumstances, I might have been surprised, embarrassed, or even rejoiced. How should I know? But right now, I was just eager to get out of here as soon as possible. My bruises from the fall were aching. The blood was pulsing in my head like a heavy pendulum. Even the flickering spotlight that kept illuminating the same cement walls continually wasn't exactly raising our morale. Damn, there's also Shurik. What?
What?
What? Oh, he's talking. Okay. Why did we get into the night forest in the first place? To find Shurik.
Oh, just forget him.
He might have fallen down here just like us. Of course, Alyssa had a point. That wasn't exactly the best time to engage in a search mission. If we didn't manage to get out, there would be a search mission for us instead. But I couldn't take my mind off this thought. It was as if Shurik was standing right before my eyes, giving me a reproachful look.
Look out!
It's Shurik, Alyssa yelled. Look out for that static door. I almost crashed into a massive metal door or biohazard. Yeah, this is familiar. I think. A biohazard sign immediately caught my eye. This means that we're in a bomb shelter. I mumbled under my breath.
Yeah, I've heard of something like that.
You have? Why didn't you mention it before?
How would I know it'd be important?
I guess you're right. Fine. I grasped the door's wheel and pushed it as hard as I could, trying to turn it. The rusty metal grated, but refused to budge. Stop slacking! Help me! Alyssa hesitated a little, but then grasped a handle and started to pull. Finally, we managed to turn the wheel and open the door. Okay, this again. It was hard to mistake the room we entered for anything else. It was definitely a bomb shelter. Cabinets full of gas masks. Yep, same description as last time. Alyssa clenched my arm even tighter. What do you want?
What?
She blabbered under her breath.
I'm scared.
Ha! What are you scared of? Indeed, of what? We've tumbled down into an abandoned bomb shelter. Now we're wandering here in the dark trying to find an exit. Oh, yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Those thoughts made me squirm, and I instinctively drew nearer to Alyssa. She didn't say anything, just blushed a little and turned her back to me. Well, in any case...
What?
We had to keep searching for an exit.
There's no door.
Indeed, there was a door on the far wall, just like the one that we came through. However, no matter how hard I tried to open it, it was stuck.
Need some help?
Nope, it's jammed for good. I glanced around the room, trying to find something that would work as a lever, and noticed the crowbar in the far corner. Yes, the crowbar. Great. Alyssa gave me a blank stare. Watch this. Whoa. However, I still couldn't move the handle an inch, even using the crowbar. Totally exhausted, I flopped onto a neatly made bunk and gave a sigh. Well, guess I'm gonna take a nap. I'm overwhelmed with exhaustion. My whole body. He narrates how he's always tired.
Yeah.
We have to walk back. She says.
But we just came from here.
Alyssa seemed to regain a bit of her self-control, as well as her usual rudeness. Well, you can stay here if you want. There's water ration kits. Probably the radio's still working. She looked at me spitefully, but said nothing. My whole body ached terribly. It was only now that I tried to relax something. A deep wound on my leg was bleeding profusely. My hands were heavily bruised. Blood was thickening in my hair. And are you okay? I asked Alyssa, either just out of course because I really worried about her. It took her some time to answer.
How can we be okay in a situation like this?
We have bunk beds. I pointed to the wound on my leg.
Oh.
Cried Alyssa.
We need to sanitize it urgently.
No need. I'll survive.
Oh, stop. We must do it or you'll risk getting infected and then they'll take your leg off. My granddad lost his leg that way in the war.
Alyssa looked really concerned, and I decided not to argue. Okay.
She spit on my leg and started rubbing furiously.
Very aggressively and painfully. Okay, but it's kind of a long way to the infirmary.
Hang on.
She smiled and started to rummage through the cabinets, and she got the carbonate powder. We'll blow it off with this. There was a fair chance of finding some kind of medicine in the bomb shelter, and soon enough, Alyssa pulled out a first aid kit with a triumphant look.
Okay, hold still.
Well, I'll try. Treating the wound with an iodine-soaked cotton swab felt like a touch of a red-hot iron. I clenched my teeth hard and hissed with pain.
Oh, come on. It's not that painful.
It is. Maybe you should try it yourself. I then took out a knife and cut her leg. Leopard brown spots. Thanks.
Don't you think that was anything special? We just had to treat your injuries.
Your innards.
Your innards.
Alyssa snorted and turned her back on me. I'm glad you didn't miss that cue. Sure. I refrained from arguing and got up from the bunk. Even a short rest had definitely been good for me. Well, shall we go? So, didn't the crowbar work when he did it by himself and then Shirk was there, but now the crowbar didn't work and now we're just leaving?
I don't know.
Shirk's gonna freaking die. And remember our first playthrough, there was a pioneer who had a broken leg and he was being carried back to the camp? Nothing followed up on that.
I know.
Whatsoever. We thought it was Shirk.
There's a lot of things that didn't get followed
dead
up.
ends. Alyssa clenched my arm, walking close in step with me. We headed back slowly, carefully looking for a hole in the ceiling. The tunnel seemed endless. We couldn't find the place where we fell down, not after 5 nor even 10 minutes. Okay.
Are we lost?
I sure hope so, she asked sadly. It might be possible to get lost. It might be possible to get lost in the forest. It just came to me that that's exactly what we'd accomplished half an hour ago. So, to refrain from scaring her even further, I continued with confidence.
We are.
We are so
confident. Yeah.
But this is a single straight tunnel. You can't get lost here.
So where are we going to end up then?
My words didn't seem to calm Alyssa down enough. Well, we'll get out of here. There's always an exit.
Really?
Of course there is. The workers that built it somehow got back up to the surface, didn't they?
At that moment, I saw a bunch of skeletons on the ground with hard hats.
Up against a brick wall.
Trapped. They built themselves down here.
I love that. That's like a subversion of a trope that needs to be in a movie. Well, of course it's an exit. The workers had to have built an exit when they built this place. And then behind, there's a wall. There's a pile of bones like they couldn't get out because they built themselves in. And then she's like, it resumes with her. Oh no, I'm trapped down here.
I told you, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right.
Jeez.
It appeared that she was trying hard to look as bold as usual, but it wasn't turning out well. In the dim light, it was evident that Alyssa was shivering. A look of extreme exertion was plastered on her face. Fine, let's move forward. This again. In a few minutes, I noticed a hole in the floor. It looked like a shell crater. Yes. This is
What's down there? You definitely know.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed with these questions.
I know
exactly. I kneeled and pointed the light downwards. Damp ground, some kind of rail tracks. That's right, over the rails, and I go left, and I think that's where we're going. Must be a mine. Alyssa looked at me questioningly. Of course, we could easily sidestep the hole, but my instincts insisted that we wouldn't encounter anything good proceeding down the tunnel either. There would be either a dead end or yet another jammed door. On the other hand, it was naive to believe that we would find an exit in the mines. We could give it a try. In the worst case, we'll just come back. It's not up to let us come back up later. Her face took a suffering expression. Then Alyssa turned away from the light and quietly said,
You're wrong.
Let's do it. You're wrong. Let's go. As I thought, we were in the mine. Miles of rust eaten. Yes. The mines. I remember all this.
Is this all? Can you fast forward this?
I doubt it, because he's rewording this with her in here, but he's describing this place we've been in before, unless she's on screen.
Yeah, if she's on the
didn't
screen.
utter a word. We descended into the mine. She just walked next to me, clenching my hand so hard I started to worry. Are you all right?
No.
Nice, she said quietly. I understand that it can't be okay, but how are you holding up?
Fine.
She replied with that indifferent voice. That's good because I'm shitting my pants. I really want to say because if you go nuts too, it's gonna be a massacre. Because we'll find an exit. We'll definitely find one.
Yeah.
It seemed she wouldn't last much longer.
What was she gonna do? Just die?
She's gonna die, yeah. She's a
So
goner.
stupid.
We should go faster. I quickened my steps and we reached a fork after a couple of dozen meters. All right. Well.
Okay, so here's the fast way.
Okay.
If my brain remembers it right, it's right, left, right, right. I think it's right, left, right, right.
All right. Here comes a decision, or not yet. I guess we're talking about the decision. Ready to go.
Or maybe
All
it's
well,
right, left, left, right. It's definitely
Pick-
right first.
All right. Then you pick then, because it doesn't. I don't think it matters anyway. It seems it's another fork.
Left,
Another
Left.
fork. Uh-huh.
right,
Uh-huh. And we're going home. Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Oh man, right. Just keep doing right
Yeah, I
then,
know.
because that's how you get out.
Ah, that's longer. This is choice number 7. Whatever.
Yeah, I picked the wrong
8.
way.
Don't. 9. Don't. 10. Oh, we'll get it. 11. 12.
Man, I wonder if you're just going in a circle in the center now.
Yes.
I bet you are.
Okay, let's left.
Yeah, go left.
Screw it. And
Left
then-
again.
Oh, I don't think so.
Now
All
right.
All right. Whatever. This is ironically the longest
There we
way
go.
possible.
I think what happened is I needed to take you one more to the right,
Yeah.
but you just
Just
were going
off
in a
by one,
circle
yeah.
in the center.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to see how this goes with
Shrek.
Alyssa. But we're probably gonna have to stop now because the episode's getting long and yeah,
Okay, we gotta. Okay, yeah.
it's going long, but that's all right. All right, next time we'll see how this encounter plays any differently. Hopefully, like Alyssa just murders Shirk or something. Murder, please.